I am about to do an interview for Autism. My friend Carmyn, her new boyfriend Jeremy are on their way right now, and they are going to interview me and ask me questions about my autism.
So, we're having an interview about you having autism. That is right?
Yeah.
Do people look at you differently when you tell them you have autism? But do you also think it's maybe because I don't know what it is or what to expect?
I never really seen people look at me differently, but I do think they don't really understand what it is. So, and then if I tell them, they'll probably forget within the next 20 minutes, and then they'll just continue to do their thing, and then I'll keep having to remind them. Mm-hmm. It happened at school the other day when I told my photography teacher I had autism at the beginning of the semester, and she doesn't look at me any different, but she forgets that I have it, so when she explains things, I don't understand. Because she has to go step by step by step.
Is it frustrating having to tell them again?
Yeah, it is. Because they should understand what it is. They should know by now.
Also, another thing, there are different types of autism and levels of it. I don't know if you knew that, but Asperger's part of autism.
I had Asperger's too.
Did you had?
Well, I still have it.
Oh, okay.
I never really considered it. It always confused me what Asperger's and autism had in common. But I do have a paper that my mom made me, and it had Asperger's on the top of it, I think it was, and then it had lines going down with the symptoms like depression, anxiety, stuff like that.
And then the levels. And I think in your last video you said you have high functioning autism.
High functioning. Like, I'm well aware of what I have, and I am able to notice when it is active. And I don't have to. I'm starting to realize when I need help with certain things. Because before I never really was able to communicate that with anyone. But I am starting to actually tell people, hey, I am noticing that this is making me more nervous than it usually should, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I will admit, for these past few months, even this whole year, I feel like my autism has gotten worse. It can change. It can go from little to huge, or it can go from little to medium and then back to little and then all the way up to huge. It can vary. I feel like mine's getting worse because I cannot talk to anyone in my class without feeling like I'm going to throw up.
Do you think that maybe Zoom may have affected that with COVID, or do you just think that
had always been
the change? Does that affect it?
It's the change. It's definitely the change. I have a feeling. Even on Zoom, I don't want to talk to anyone. Even though I'm in my own house and no one is physically around me, just seeing all these new faces on a screen that they can see me, I don't like it. I'm like, no, don't talk.
Problems with understanding or using speech, gestures, facial expressions, or even tone of voice.
Understanding those is hard for me because I don't know if someone's being sarcastic or serious. Sarcasm has a certain tone.
The last and final symptom that I wrote down was trouble adapting to change and routine, which we saw today.
Yes. Change. I have lived in this specific house for years. Back whenever I was maybe 5 or 7. I definitely remember 7, but I don't know if it's anywhere younger than that. The whole house looked completely different. The wall colors definitely needed an upgrade. But the fact that mirror's there now, the pictures are here, the dresser's here, that's totally different for me. This table that we're on right now was never here before. All the china in the cabinets, all different. I was so mad because I'm eating out of those bowls, out of the previous bowls and plates for years, and I love the designs on them. Thrown out. I can still have a plate in my room.
I'm surprised they didn't give it to you with the fact that you liked it so much.
I stole a plate from our kitchen before they threw it out.
Well, you steal that memory, but yeah.
Fun story. The utensil tray, it used to be white, and we had it for years. They changed it to a wooden one. I freaked. I don't know. It's the little thing that you grow up with that you never want to see get thrown away. And It's like throwing away your childhood.
Something I remember, speaking of you talking about, like, the memories that you have, apparently, for those who have autism, have a really good memory.
Oh, I
that's
remember.
Something that...
Editing Jake here. So during the interview, I did not do a good job of explaining how good a person with autism's memory really is. I don't know if it's the same for every person with autism. Oh my god, that hurts so goddamn loud. But my memory... People, please, I'm trying to film. I have a great memory. I can memorize... Okay, I can quote every freaking line from Stephen King's It, 2017, when Georgie and Pennywise are talking. I can give you every piece of dialogue without reading it, without hearing it. That's how good my memory is. I can give you almost every Child Play Chucky quote. I can't say the entire movie, but I can give you almost every quote Chucky says without reading or watching. I am that good. I don't know if it's that good for everybody with autism, but it definitely is for me, and I love it. That is something I'm proud to have.
These are not about your video, but the next one I have is, when friends are in your life, how do they help you with having autism, and how could they affect having autism?
Well, whenever I tell them about it, I tell them what I need them to understand and what I need them to work on. Some people will, like, I don't like loud noises, and some people will understand that, and they will turn the radio down like you and Dawson did. Jesse, on the other hand, he doesn't care. I told him, blaring in my ears, so I have to wear those headphones. Whenever they actually listen to what I need, that's how they help. They affect it whenever they bring someone new into the group that I'm not really familiar with, or they start changing the routine that we normally do. Or whenever they start doing different things that I'm not comfortable with. Definitely when someone has this... Hey. UPS, are you serious?
Let's just take a little break for a second. We'll come back to the question. These dogs do not like that truck.
They don't like anything. I'm thinking.
I forgot to mention that you fidget a lot, which I remember.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Because I was thinking of that while you're sitting there kind of rocking, and I was like, you fidget, and I forgot about that. The headphone things. You still have those?
Oh, yeah.
I guess yelling at them doesn't help. Fingers crossed, there he's done.
Yeah, wave at me again. You made my interview pause. How dare you?
Good thing we can edit.
Thank God I know how to do that. If computer class taught me one thing that I remember, it's editing.
You fidget.
I fidget all the time. I have to have a fidget.
How does that help you?
My anxiety is not as high when I have something in my hand moving. It makes me less stressed and calm my nerves down to where I'm not like shaking physically. And when I don't have a fidget, I kind of lose it. And
I just couldn't. I just look over. They're just going to town on that rug.
Like right now, I don't have anything, so I'm like playing with my pinkies and my fingers, and
you're like moving,
right,
rocking and stuff.
A part of my body has to be moving. I don't know why. It's tiring. It really, like, you are tired of moving, but fidgeting helps. These little earbud pieces, any type of earbud piece that looks like this, these are my favorite fidgets ever. I like the texture. I like the noise they make. Hey, listen. I love to flip it inside out. Call me weird, call me crazy, I don't care.
I love the feeling of it.
I don't know if this is just me, or if it's because of my autism, but I always just blurt stuff out that I notice. Like, or I'll blurt something out that might need to be changed. Like, I notice things.
Yeah, with my hair that one time.
With your hair.
Hair short? You cut your hair? Yeah, okay. Just good. I don't want to be rude, but...
Pretty good haircut, Carmyn.
Liked it when it was longer, but that's not my opinion or anything.
It's your hair. You go. If you want to go run a chocolate factory, that's on you.
That's so rude. You're so mean.
See, I don't.
No, it's fine. I'm just kidding.
I really don't. Sometimes when I say I don't think it's rude, but other people do, so I gotta watch that. That's another part with autism that people don't understand. Whatever you think is funny, other people might not. So you just gotta tell them why you say what you said. It wasn't to be rude. You just thought it was funny, or you don't understand that other people have different reactions to certain things.
Which I think is something that we all deal with, but I'm sure for you and your anxiety, it's definitely a different reaction when somebody doesn't react the way you expected.
Right.
And then you start wondering, oh God, well, what did I do? Oh, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't even make comments. Like, I'm going to run away. I'm going to get back on my shell again. And
that is exactly how it is. Mm-hmm. You nailed it.
And then the very last question I have, because I'm curious, and I'm sure those who...
I'm ready.
The last question I have is that I am curious about, and I'm sure other people who do not have it, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but would you ever get rid of having autism?
I would. I would in a heartbeat. It is so hard, and it hurts your body trying to restrain everything that you don't want to do. But I want to be able to go out and actually communicate and do stuff without having to feel like I'm being attacked. I feel like I'm at war with myself versus the world, and that's what I don't want. I want to be able to go out there, breathe in the air, and be comfortable with everyone, and let everyone be comfortable with me.
Very nice, very nice.
I feel like I'm in shackles.
Well, those are all the questions I have. I hope that you like my questions for one, since you've never read them, and then hopefully you were able to kind of express your thoughts and feelings regarding it, because I'm sure you haven't really ever been able to comfortably talk about it without getting all ramble, because it is such a big subject.
It really is. Lots of people don't. I mean, I've never really talked about it with people. All I say is, "Oh yeah, did you know I have autism?" And then that's really all I say. Mm-hmm. Oh, you do, yeah.
And then with your video that you had posted before, it was a good video. Like, I got a lot of information from that, but it definitely was short, and
oh yeah,
it was I think it's good to kind of be asked questions, let alone answer them comfortably and 100% honest and raw. So
this was easy. The whole interview process was easy for me because it's with someone I know, and I don't have a whole lot of adults with clipboard behind the window writing information down.
Yeah, I'm not writing anything down. You got video for it, so you can keep that. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to answer them around me and not feel like,
I'm going to get judged by you.
Never, ever.
I know. You seem understanding and nice.
Appreciate that. I don't know how you want to end this, because...
I mean, we can end it.
Well, how would you end it?
I don't know. I usually click the off button.
Oh, you don't want to say anything before be like, well, thanks for watching or something?
I usually don't do that.
Oh, okay, well.
Well, I do appreciate you actually wanting to do this interview with me. I'm actually happy that someone in the world, in this area, is willing to actually listen and learn more about autism and learn more about me as a person, because no one really has ever wanted to know more about a disorder like a teen or an adult. They're not. unless you're majoring in that specific occupation, you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like you don't care about any of that, so why would it matter? But you're different in a good way. Like, you actually saw the video, hey, let's do an interview. I think it would be great. Lots of people would have never said that. So I do applaud you for actually taking the time out of your day, night, whatever, to come over here, sit with my awkward ass, and make a video and asking questions.
Well, I'm glad care, like I've said before many, many times. I think it'd be cool to, like, get your story out there.
I think it's better with you than probably any other person.
But I'm glad to hear that. Jeremy just gave me the thumbs up for anyone who's wondering why I'm smiling like this, but no,
You nailed it! Oh my god, you guys got your drinks right by each other. How the hell are you going to figure out which one's which?
One's tea, one's Dr. Pepper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, oh god.
Oh gosh.
One's gonna taste real bad without ice, and one's gonna taste real good.
Mine's gonna taste real good.
You should get that tattoo colored in.
I like it black and white. I don't even know what this little stain is in here.
Oh, I can't clip my nails.
I'm glad to do this. Still going?
47 minutes! New record!
Heck yeah! Obviously, it'll get down because of the editing of the dogs and stuff, but
Oh, yeah.
for the part of it all.
I'm just glad it actually continued and then it stopped.